Good morning all. I am Dr. Anupama Lavhe and I am here to take your subject business law, and today we are going to discuss contract of indemnity. What is contract of indemnity? First you must know the meaning of indemnity. Indemnity means to make good loss or to compensate the loss. The definition which is given under section 124 of Indian Contract Act 1872 is, it is a contract by which one person or party promises to other to indemnify the loss caused to him by the conduct of the promisor himself due to the conduct or any other person is called a contract of indemnity. So, what you come to know about contract of indemnity? It is a contract. It is a contract between two parties. Who are those two parties? One is indemnifier, and the second one is indemnity holder, or you may call this indemnifier as the promisor and the indemnity holder as the promisee. These are the two parties which form the contract of indemnity. The promise. Who is promisor? A promisor is a person who makes the promise. What promise he is making to another person? Another person means who is holding the indemnity or who is the promisee. This indemnifier or this promisor promises the promisee to compensate him. To compensate him means to make his loss good. What type of loss? Which he incurred due to the conduct of promisor himself or due to the conduct of another party. Let us take one example to make it more clear. A, B and C. Okay, these are three parties. Or the contract is between A and B. A is promisor and B is promisee. They entered into a contract, that means A entered into a contract with B that if C is the third party, C sue him for some damages or demand some money, then A will compensate that loss. That means A promises B, if C demands some money from B, then B do not have to pay that money, but who will pay? A will pay that money. This is known as contract of indemnity. Let us have more discussion on this topic. Contract of insurance are come under contract of indemnity. Why this comes under contract of indemnity? Because here, who is promisor? Insurance company is the promisor. Who is promisee? The insurer. That means who had taken the policy from the insurance company. Insurer is the promisee. What promise is given by the insurance company to the insurer? That promise, if the fire occurs in his factory or in his house, then who will compensate that loss? Insurance company will compensate the loss. That means the act of third party. Third party here means the fire. If fire occurs in his premises, then the loss which is incurred by the policy holder will be compensated by the insurance company. Is it clear to you now? What are the objectives. What is the objective of such a type of contract? The objective of indemnity contract is to make good loss or to compensate. This is only the objective of this indemnity contract, but this is very essential because the risk of loss is undertaken by the promisor. If the promisor may demand some amount, in case of insurance company, we pays the insurance premium, and against that the insurance company makes our loss good. This is not in every case that something is demanded by the promisor to compensate the loss. For example, I am giving you another example. If A sells his house to B, if A sells his house to B and promises B that if anyone claim the house, that means make a claim against the house, then he will bear the losses. Here B is not giving anything to A for bearing his losses. B is what doing? B is just simply purchasing the house from A, and here A is promising B that if anybody make claims on his house, then A will compensate the losses which are incurred to B. In this example, if C is the real owner of that house and claims that he is the real owner and A do not have any right to sell the house, then any damages which B has to pay will be paid by A. Clear है? What may be the type of indemnity contract? It may be express or it may be oral. Same as we had seen in Contract Act. Express means which is expressed in words, and oral means which is inferred from the behavior or act of the person. These are the two types of contracts. Now, which are the parties? There are two parties, promisor and promisee, or you may say the indemnifier and the indemnified. Now, what are the essentials of contract? That means contract, which type of contract? Indemnity contract. All the valid essentials of valid contract are also applicable to this indemnity contract. First one is parties to the contract. Here only two parties. How many parties are there? Two parties. Indemnifier and indemnified. Second one is protection of loss. Protection of loss. What is protection of loss? The subject matter of forming this contract is protection of loss. If this is not in your contract, then you cannot say that this is a contract of indemnity. Next one is, it may be express or implied. Just we discussed this point. Then essentials of all valid contract. If any essential of valid contract is missing, then you cannot say that this is a valid contract of indemnity. Let us take one example. If again take two parties, A and B. Okay. A promises B to compensate the losses or consequences which he faced due to the act of C. But what is the contract between A and B? A ordered B to bid C. Is it a valid contract? Bidding any person, do you think this is legally recognized? No. So this contract do not possesses the essentials of valid contract, and so this is not a valid indemnity contract. Then number of contracts. How many number of contracts? How many contracts are entered when you entered the contract of indemnity? Only one contract, that is between the promisor and the promisee. Only one contract is present in the contract of indemnity, that is the basic contract between the indemnifier and indemnified. This is all about the essentials of valid indemnity contract. Now let us see what are the rights of indemnity holder. Rights of indemnity holder. What are his rights? That means he has a right to recover the losses which he incurred by entering into a contract. He has a right to recover the cost which he has incurred to settle the suit between him, that means between the indemnity holder and the third party. And he has a right to claim all the damages which he has incurred due to entering into a contract of indemnity. Okay, thank you.